the Vevor, I believe that's what you call it, Vevor. It's a HPA compressor, high pressure compressor. I could not find very many reviews of this at all on YouTube. I found some stuff, people did answer a few questions. It does come with the charcoal, it does come with the absorber. I added this is just another water cleaner because I use very expensive PCP guns, really care about water. This air quality is not good enough to breathe. I don't care what kind of oil that you use, I would not think that you could breathe just this air only. Like scuba diving or something like that is not made for breathing air, in my opinion. I did use coolant, 50-50 antifreeze, just because you're going up to cool these heads. So I might as well put something in to protect it. They said just water. There was a weird white film of some sorts, fluid, all over everything when it arrived, but it was packaged well. I cleaned that up, came right off. They did not include this cap. I had to get back a hold of, we're gonna go with Vevor, and they sent it to me very quickly from China, but it did not come with the vent right there. This vent was not there. I had to get them and they finally gave it to me. As far as fill times go and things like that, it's very quick. I was very surprised how fast it is. It's pretty quiet. When you immediately turn it on, it does start a fan right away. It's kind of, it's heavy. I would say it's probably 60 or 70 pounds or something crazy. But I've been keeping it on just a plug. And we'll fill it up and we'll click it on and see what it sounds like. As soon as you turn it on, fan starts running. I got the water pump pushed. There's no water pump. No matter what you do, you can't shut that fan off. And I just, like I said, use a toggle. Push the water pump. Like I said, I'm using the antifreeze. Straight 50-50, green, pressed on. You look, you can actually see how hard got a little splash guard cap there too. I don't know if you can see in there, but that pump is working very hard, very well. I did prime it to make sure I didn't have any air in it. It only took 30, 40 seconds, maybe a minute max. And then you want to run the air compressor, you just pop it on. It's just pretty quiet. I did have to do some adjusting on this actual radiator under the bottom of it. I put some rubber because it was vibrating like crazy. But no noise now. I'm getting all bleeding off. All bleeders are shut. So we're building pressure because this don't allow it to go, I think, until 2,000 pounds of pressure or something. But I don't have any odor. Smells good. Not that loud. And we're rising pretty quick. Just filling this chamber. I think right when I hit 2. Right there, it should start blowing out air right here. And there it comes. Here, moving that bag. And so we're just steady, still climbing. We'll pull open. It's pretty strong. I was very surprised. It fills my 2-liter bottle completely from empty. I would say probably 10, 12 minutes maybe. Max, like my head gun, my PCP stuff, it seems to fill it very fast. And I bleed off of mine down here. We'll see what we kind of blew out of this. Now, when you do open this, you're going to get water places. Watch. See that nasty come out. It's going to spray all over your stuff. Look at that. It was just filling it up there. So it's, see, there's that white stuff I'm talking about right there. It's all over in everything. But I did check, and you can smell the odor now of what it captured. Definitely not very clean burning. Oh, and the oil. I ended up finding that the best smelling out of all the HPA oil, food grade oil, whatever, vacuum pump oil. There's all kinds of things that you could probably just put in there. But as far as odor wise, the Harbor Freight synthetic, I don't know if you have a Harbor Freight where you live or whatever, but Harbor Freight synthetic had the best smell for me. A lot better than the Home Depot's got some oils, I believe, as well. I think it's pretty much just what you're going to do with it. I wouldn't use just straight conventional oil or I guess it wouldn't be 5W30, it'd be straight 30 weight. That wouldn't be wise to me, I think. I don't know, it smelled pretty rough. But even with this food grade oil, I've got a pretty nasty smell. I mean, it's smelling up my little man shed pretty good just from that bleed off. But this is just with the fans, like it just sits there and runs. Put it on a light switch or whatever you do, heavy. But yes, it has extra ones that comes with it, an extra absorber, extra carbon. But these two had it in them already when it was shipped. These are some of the questions I wanted answered. As far as quietness, very quiet once you get the radiator with some rubber or something or whatever you decide to use under it to quit the vibration. I was surprised at how quiet it actually is good, and it truly fills to 4,500 pounds or 300 bars with no difficulty. I was able to fill my FXX, my FX Impact. It's got a big bottle, I think a 0.7 liter. 0.7 liter, my Impact M4. I was able to fill it. I think I had it down to, I don't shoot it much below 200 bars. So somewhere from there to the 300, I think it filled it up in 5-6 minutes or something crazy. But I usually just fill it from my bottle. But my ad gun, I added an extra bottle in the back, a little bit bigger. It takes it, a couple minutes, next to nothing to fill it. But yeah, that's kind of the review and the lowdown on we're gonna go with the Vevor. You guys will probably correct me on that. As far as the temperature, I never saw my temperature get above 30 degrees Celsius. My ambient temperature is always maintained between 68 and 72 degrees, exactly at about 30 to 40, maybe 50% humidity max. So that's my conditions, and it never got above 30, 31 degrees, and it had a straight run time when I first just wanted to see how well it run. I think I ran it straight for, I'm gonna go with 8-10 hours with no more load than it just blowing off at that 2,000 pounds, just kind of break it in. Then I changed the oil, had no metal flakes in oil at all, but it definitely was very dirty. It's a clear oil that I got from the Harbor Freight. It was very clean, clear looking oil. But when I changed it, it looked like motor oil. I've got another maybe hour and a half run time guessing. There's no hour meter on this. Guess you could probably add like a vibration meter or something if you really wanted to keep track. So I don't have anything else on it. I think it was a good purchase. I think I got it for 450 bucks or something. I can't remember now. Definitely worth the money in my opinion. I think it's a heck of a deal. I believe that with these heads, they're rebuildable. They did include one rebuild kit with it too. Dang. And then the motor I've seen on very expensive Ingersoll and other kind of brands. And I have to say, I think this is a top quality HPA compressor, just for PCP, airsoft, or I guess I wouldn't use it for airsoft. I use it for paintball, and also use it for the PCP. And then I carry a tank with me, a big tank for my work for HVAC, and I use that to blow out furnaces, so forth, so on. So I'm filling a big old huge tank, filling these compressors. So she'll get her workout. We'll find out, and I'll post up when she dies, because I will run it till I have to rebuild it. And then I might do a quick tutorial of how to rebuild the heads on them. Looks like it'd be kind of neat. But like I said, I couldn't find anything about this thing anywhere on the internet at all, very much. A few things, but maybe there'll be more. It says portable on it. It does say portable. it is not, in my opinion, portable. This is definitely something you would run off home, and it says 2200 watts, and you get your watts simply by just taking your voltage, multiplying that by your amps, and that'll give you your watts. We know that most outlets that we're going to use will be 15 amps. If we do 15 times 120, what do we add? Somewhere in the ballpark of 1, 2, 2, that. So we're at 1800 or something. But anyway, I did an amp draw on it and got the true power watts that it was consuming, and I believe I was pulling 8.5 amps. So 8.5, and I was running 121 volts. So if you do 8.5 by 121, that's a little bit more realistic. So what's that give us? Around 1,000 watts. So half of what they say there. So I don't know what that's like. Lock rotor amp, meaning how much power it uses on that initial surge to start it, that they're getting that 2200 watts from. But I had a true RMS fluke meter on it that gave me a quick peak, and that was somewhere around 11.5 amps. So if it shouldn't have any problem running off a single circuit 15 amp breaker, as long as you're not running a bunch of other stuff on it. It'd have to almost be a home run circuit, and what I mean by home run is just independent all by itself. I'm running a 20 amp outlet straight to my panel, and I've had no problems at all, and I'm running something else, so I do get some interference a little bit with it when I run it through an outlet with other things plugged to it. But that's my little review on the Vevor. See you guys later.